9, 12 fish.
Ow, Mom.
Hi, and welcome back to Gypsy Kitchen. Today we're going to be making rouladen and red sweet and sour cabbage. Now, rouladen is actually a German dish, but Sinti are from Germany. They live in Germany, so there's a lot of German influences in our cooking. Italians also make a dish similar called brajol, but this is our version of it. So we're going to start with a nice thinly sliced beef round steak. Now you can ask your butcher to do this, or if you want to try it yourself, get it as thin as you can. You can try pounding it out. It's got to be less than 1/4 of an inch. And here's a couple of pounds of ground chuck. Probably one of the main reasons there's not a gypsy cooking channel is because gypsies generally just don't like to follow recipes. I'm going to include this recipe below, but don't be surprised if we do go off of it a little bit, because somebody, I'm not naming any names or anything, but she tends to be a little sneaky and she will add things in there when you're not looking. Okay, you're going to start by chopping up your red cabbage. Cut your red onion in half, put 1/2 to the side, and the other half you're going to slice up and add to your cabbage. Next, you're going to peel and remove the seeds from your apple and then cut that up and add it to your cabbage. Look at her showing off. The goal of these next steps is to get the perfect sweet and sour mixture for your preference. So we're going to add salt and pepper, and then we're going to be adding apple cider vinegar, enough to coat the entire mixture, and you want to mix it up really well. Now the recipe calls for sugar. My mom is actually diabetic, so she uses stevia, but she does it in a little bit at a time, and she keeps testing as she goes along to make sure she's getting the perfect blend. You don't want it to be too sweet. Turn the burner on to medium-high and start heating up your bacon fat. The Germans like to add their pickles whole, but we actually do something a little different. We chop ours up and we add it into the meat. Chop up the other half of that onion and add it to your heated pot. And while your onions are cooking, you're going to add your pickles into your ground chuck, a teaspoon of the Grey Poupon mustard, and an egg. And add some salt and pepper. Now go ahead and mix that up by hand, get it nice and evenly mixed. Now check on your onions. Once they've gotten nice and soft, you want to remove those from the heat and separate them into a bowl for later. To get ready to cook the cabbage, you're going to want to heat your pot to medium-high with bacon fat and butter. Now we're preparing our surface for the meat. If you don't have a non-porous cutting board, add some plastic. This is a food safety issue and will avoid any cross-contamination. Now my mom is laying out the meat in preparation for rolling. Okay, now it's a good time to add the cabbage mixture to our heated pot. This will cook while we're working on our rolls. Mix it up really well, cover it, put it on medium-low heat. It takes about 45 minutes. We generally don't like to commit to times, but you want to keep checking on it from time to time. Now put your onion mixture into the meat mixture. You're going to mix that up really good. And now we're going to start assembling the rolls. You want to put a little bit in the middle, roll it up, and then seal it with a toothpick stitch. It takes a little bit of practice, but once you get the first 2 or 3, it generally becomes really easy and you can get them out really quickly. Cabbage is looking good. Let's reduce it to low. Let it cook a little longer. Heat some bacon fat in your pan on medium-high and start loading in your rolls. Be sure not to overcrowd these. Make sure there's plenty of space in between so they're easy to turn, and be patient so that they brown really nicely on all sides.
9, 12 fish.
Ow, Mom.
By the way, don't turn them too soon or you get abused by your mother.
Mom, what are you adding?
Somebody's not following the recipe again.
It's part of the recipe. Well, it is the one I'm making.
Okay, instead of beef stock, she's using wine. She's poured a little bit of wine in with 2 peeled tomatoes right into where the beef was cooking, into the juice, and she's starting to mix that up. And here she's adding an entire half bottle of wine. Yeah. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure it'll be fine.
Oh my god.
If you don't want to do the alcohol, you can do the...
Mom.
Hello? If you don't like alcohol in your cooking, I am including the original recipe below, which is beef stock. Once you've got your beef rolls in there, you want to add a cup of water. Then you're going to simmer this. The goal is to cook some of that alcohol down and reduce it. Now the gravy is going to be a little thin, so you're going to want to remove your beef rolls and make a paste out of an equal part of butter and flour. You're going to drop that paste in, and that's going to thicken up your gravy, and it's also going to give it a nice buttery flavor. If you like a beefier gravy, you can also add some beef bouillon at this point. And there you have it. It's beautiful, it smells wonderful, it tastes good. Oh, look, somebody made potato balls while I wasn't looking. So I guess we're doing a potato ball video next time. Well, anyway, my mom is a genius because that wine really did it. This gravy is fantastic. If you like this and you want to see more, like and subscribe. If you have questions, feel free to comment below, and we really appreciate all your feedback. Thanks for watching.